All right, hello Algebra 2 students. I thought I would just give a quick introduction to our fifth week of digital learning, April 27th to May 1st. As most of you've probably heard at this point, the governor has canceled in-person classes for the rest of the year. So we'll be doing this online stuff the rest of the way out. Personally, I'm a little bummed not being able to come to school and see all the students each day. That was always my favorite part of teaching. So I'll certainly miss it. But for you guys looking on the bright side of this, at least, you won't have to suffer through any more of my jokes. So it probably saved you from hundreds of terrible jokes. So I guess that part's good. At any rate, last week we finished up the test. All right, so hopefully everyone got that done. If you didn't, just schedule a time with me to take it. I got to open it up and let you take it. It's not a big deal, but just yeah, get it done sooner rather than later. I've also been asked about retaking that test from last week, and so I posted some retake information here. And you do have another shot to take it. It's very similar to what we do in school. There's a POL that's actually in the Chapter 9 folder, so I put a link to it right here. I'd also recommend if you have any missing assignments, those assignments are there to help you be ready. So you can go through those. There's also those videos from the quiz that might help. You could watch a bunch of those. Um, and then I had one student already. We went through their test, um, and I just went over what they got wrong, and we talked through some of them. So I'd highly recommend that. I'm around a lot of days. There's Google Meet's pretty easy. I can just send you a link, or you can get in. There are directions out here on how to get into my Google Meets. I'm in there every day, 11 to 11:30 and 1 to 1:30. If you want a different time than that, just email and let me know. Okay, so I strongly recommend if you're going to retake, to come go through that with me. Make sure you're okay. All right, so the rest of the week, then, so if you want to retake, you can. Don't have to, obviously. But then the rest of this week, we're going to go back and finish chapter 8. That's what we're doing next. We had done 8.1.8.3, which is about graphing rational expressions. And so the second half of the chapter, 8.4 to 8.6, is about like simplifying and adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing rational expressions. And so actually the main thing for this is actually knowing how to factor. So before we dive into that second half of chapter 8, we're going to go through a bunch of factoring review. You can see that's what we've got here. And it's going to be a little bit different because we're going to have a lesson and assignment for these first 3 days. And then once we dive back into chapter 8, we'll go in our regular format of lesson and then assignment. Right? So there is no school this Friday, which means we'll have 3 days of factoring, and then Thursday we'll go over 8.4, just a video lesson, and then the assignment for that is in the next week, which is a little goofy. So if you want, you can always do the assignment this day. Sorry, do the video on Thursday, and then do the assignment right away that same day if that helps you. Otherwise, I'll make a review video too, and you can always go back and watch the lesson and stuff when you do the assignment on Tuesday because it's a big gap. There's no school the Friday of this week here, May 1st, and then Monday of the following week. So there's a big gap there. As always, reach out if you got questions. I hope all of you are staying safe and doing well. All right, have a good week.